um, needle nose with a 45, and some long needle noses. Really gets back in there pretty good. So far that's what I've used. Nothing really special. These insiders are pretty nice. Even this 10mm, see it's really shallow, and it's got a hole through it. So yeah, those are really good. And it's 60 foot-pounds of torque, so you can get mostly everything off. But other than that, everything's been going pretty good. So like I said, about 2.5 hours in, I did take the air breather off. But now I've got to figure out how to take the pump bolts off, and I will walk you through what to do once I get that acclimated with that. It just sucks. Everything's in the way. That's why those wall ball sockets are nice, and those electric ratchets are nice. So got the engine out. It took me roughly about 5 hours to do. When you do it, here's the engine right here. When you do it, there is going to be a bolt right here. If you can get that out, that'll be great. I don't know if you really can see it. I got a bunch of stuff in the way. Because you can get the engine past it here. And there's two bottom bolts that are absolute pain down here on the bell housing for your pump. And they're a pain in the tail to get out. But I was able to just put all my wiring over here to the side. I'll leave my AC lines hooked up, okay? And just put it to the side, and that was enough to get the engine out with no issues. The only thing is, if you could take that bracket off there at the bottom for your engine mount and that bolt out, you'd be in good shape. Rebuild it. And then a couple of these lines were kind of hard to get off. This connector right here was a little bit of an issue to get off, but finally got it off. I didn't pull the starter, the fuel pump, none of the injectors, anything like that. I just kind of kept it whole as it came out. But this is why I pulled the engine out. It's a hole in the block. But other than that, marked everything. Kind of label everything per bag, D1, D2, P3, P4. You kind of put them in a box here. Kind of keeps everything like front bracket, bolts, everything like that. Kind of keeps everything kind of easy to go back together. Just in the simplicity fact of building the engine. So, but other than that, so this is the lift point I used here. Put a shackle here and I was able to get it from there. And this is really not a secure lift point, but it worked pretty good with a 1-inch strap, kind of putting it behind your crank and kind of going from there. If I had a lifting eye, I probably would have put it here, kind of get it more centered. But other than that, all in all, it came out pretty good. So I got everything capped off pretty good. Capped off every cap under this. It wasn't quite big enough.